Yes, correct pronunciation is followed, enjoyed, played, tried, continued. All right. So
Okay.
words that end in a vowel sound use the D pronunciation for ED. We tend to remove the E and just say the D. So as you've said now, when we have a verb ends with T, we pronounce the ED as id, wanted. When the verb ends with D letter or sound, we have ed, then we pronounce it id, wanted, needed.
Okay.
If the verb ends with these, gh, and x sound, all these sounds plus ed, the ed becomes t, thought, looked, sniffed, so on. The other verbs, when they end with l, n, r, j, v, or s, z, b, m, all right, the ed, we just pronounce the d, right? Called, cleaned, cleaned. All right, some people say cleaned as if there was id or id sound, but this is incorrect. So the correct pronunciation is we just say d instead of ed in these words. Okay, so we have taken that ed endings, replace ed with t sound when it's followed by an unvoiced sound like all these sounds plus ed, the ed becomes t, worked, kicked, packed, backed, cooked, and so on. Okay, sometimes we have, can you read this slide? Go ahead.
Okay. Sometimes H is silent or not stressed when followed by a vowel. Our, honest,
Yeah, this is an American pronunciation usually. We tend to remove the H when there's a vowel before, but not all the words. Some words like these. All right.
Yeah.
Although in British English, they might say the H otherwise. So also in both American and British pronunciation, words like these are pronounced. The H is pronounced, like hat, holly, and hard. All right.
Okay.
So there's no specific rule for the H here, is it pronounced or not, but we tend to drop the H in these words. Our, air, honest, and herb. Okay, we have L sounds.
Okay.
We have two types of L. All right, the normal one, which is actually in Arabic, like la, like lamb in Arabic. So we have light, we call it light L. Light L, usually we tend to say it in the beginning of the word. For example, like, later, laugh, lend, lead, lorry, and so on. This is normal.
Yeah.
All people maybe say it this way and better. That's pretty good. Maybe the one that people don't say it correctly, or they say it incorrectly, which is the dark L. Ooh, right? This sound, to make the dark L, your tongue position, okay, it's just behind your upper teeth. Your tongue position, all right, is behind your upper teeth. All right, if you look, if you look in the screen, this is your upper teeth, this is your lower teeth, this is your tongue position, okay, and this is your maybe your throat. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your tongue position. It's behind your teeth. So we say, oh, and the voice comes from the throat, not because of the movement of the tongue. The tongue does not move. It just lays or goes against the upper teeth. Oh, can you say that? Oh.
What?
Can you say that? Oh. The
I
L.
can't hear clearly.
Okay, put your tongue behind your upper teeth. Okay? and say after me. World.
World.
Good job. Trouble.
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 All.
All.
Call.
Call.
Ball.
Fall.
So do you feel the difference between the dark L and the light L?
Yeah.
This is L. The tongue moves L. But the dark L, the tongue, when it comes to pronounce the L, usually when it comes at the end or in the middle of the word, usually the L is usually dark L. When the L becomes in the middle or at the end of the word, usually it is dark L. World. World. All right?
Yeah.
Trouble. Oh. Some people say trouble. Trouble. This is wrong. Incorrect. The right is trouble. Oh, trouble. Trouble. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. We have the same idea with N sounds. All right?
Okay.
The same idea. But actually, the N sounds, there's no problem with the tongue position.
Okay.
First one is N. 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 Noon. Say it. Noon.
Okay.
Noon. Say it. Noon. Net.
Noon.
Net. Net.
Net.
Near.
Near.
Okay, so you see here the N is normally all people say it this way, but
Yeah.
the N here that I'm looking for is this one. This one actually the sound comes from the throat.
Okay.
Not because the movement of the tongue. The tongue does not move when you say the voice does not exist because of the tongue movement. The movement of the tongue is fixed, relaxed, and just the sound comes from the throat. Say it. Going. Go ahead. Going.
Going.
Good. The G is usually silent because we stress on the N a little bit or stretch the N. As you can see, the phonetic symbol is different. The phonetic symbol is different, so we tend to remove the G. When we have ing or just ng, we tend to remove the G and lengthen the sound of the N. Going, going. Where are you going? Playing, playing. What are you playing tonight? What are you playing tonight? Okay, very good. Okay, so let's take unit 3, right?
Yeah.
Did we take it last time? I'm going to say the word, then you're going to repeat the word and say the definition and the example. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm going ahead. Sorry, I just forgot. Okay, ally. Or hold on, I think it's, all right, hold on, just wait a minute. Let's see the phonetic symbols because changes from American to British in some words. Ali. All right, so the phonetic symbol changes. All right.
Yeah.
Sound it changes as well. So let me show that. I is another word.
Ali.
Ali.
Ali. Okay. So alley. Go ahead. Alley is a noun. An alley is a narrow road. Go ahead. Read the definition and the example, please. Hello?
Alley.
Yes. Okay. Read the definition and the example, please. And alley is a
Okay. And
yeah, welcome back. I think internet connection in Iraq is not good enough.
yeah,
Yeah, I hope it gets better soon.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, we were actually saying the first word, Ali. Could you
Yeah,
repeat it? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Okay.
Please.
An alley is a narrow road behind houses or buildings. The alley behind my house looks dirty.
Axe.
What?
Axe.
Axe. An axe is a tool used to cut wood. She used an axe to cut some wood for the fire.
Bunch.
Okay, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch?
Bunch.
Punch?
Yeah.
Okay. A bunch is a group of the same things. She was hungry, so she ate the entire bunch of grapes.
Yeah, this is hungry, not hun. Hungry.
Hungry.
Yes. Let's check on the word hun. All right, this one has a ch sound. Bunch. All right.
Punch.
Bunch.
Bunch.
Punch.
Bunch.
Okay.
Bunch.
So because when we look in the phonetic symbol, we see that there is T before the sh sound, and that's why I tend to say it bunch. There's another
Okay.
word with P sound, all right?
Yeah.
So the differences between the P and the B may change the meaning.
Punch.
Punch, punch, all right? So
Okay.
yeah, punch here, punch is somebody, to hit somebody hard with your fist, closed hand. Punch somebody or something. He was kicked and punched as they lay on the ground. So we tend to say the EDST when there's a ch sound before it, right? So we say punched. Okay? This is for the ch and ed sounds. But here with the b sound, bunch. A bunch is a group of the same thing. A bunch of, and there's usually a common expression like a bunch of things, like some things. Yeah. So you can say
Yeah.
bunch of grapes because you don't count the grapes, right? It's not. You don't count it. So she's just you're just using a measuring word like bunch of grapes, like some grapes. Yeah. Chore.
Chore. A chore is a job that you have to do but don't like. It's next chore to do the dishes. What?
Nikki's chore. It's Nikki's chore to do the dishes. Yes.
Yeah, it's Nikki's chore to do the dishes every Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Yes. Decent.
Decent. When some.
Then we have exercise 1. Choose the right word for the given definition. It's going to be homework. And part B. Exercise 2. Choose the word that is for each blank. So you're going to put one word here and here. Then, okay, now you can read the short story. Go ahead. The boy and his sled.
Okay, Mike was the smallest child in the school. Another boy Joy always teased Mike. Joy had a large scar on his face from fighting other children. One day, Joy offended Mike when he made fun of Mike's Valentine. Jane, Mike's feel
Disgrace.
disgrace, but he didn't know how to make Joy stop. That day, Mike walked home down an alley. He found a bunch of wood, birds next to a pine tree.
Yes.
Yeah, pine tree. He thought to himself, I could build a
Decent.
descent sled.
Right. Yes.
Descent sled from this. If I let Joy use it, he will be nicer to me and Jane. He took the wood home. Mike got an axe and cut the wood. He used nails. Yeah, nails to make sure that the pieces were not loose.
Yeah.
And he worked. Homework.
The homework here also is we have reading comprehension. Part A, mark each statement true for the true or F for false. Rewrite the false statements to make them true. So you have Jane offended Mike by saying mean things about his Valentine, Jane. So you write here T or F, and then if it's T, then you don't correct it. If it's F, then you have to correct it. Part B, it's a choose, multiple choice.